Hello, I'm Bob Adams with Welker Engineered Products. Welker is introducing the Roto-ShockStop, a combination of Rotary Shock Absorber and emergency load stopping and holding device. It's designed to decelerate and stop a falling load. It can reside passively on a load lifting system and can activate in the event of power loss, uncontrolled motion, or an overspeed condition. It can be operated actively each time a load is stopped to create a safe load holding condition. The shock stop does not require maintenance or service to reset. This can be done through authorized control sequences. The shock stop is designed to decelerate and stop a following load. In virtually all lift systems, motion is initiated by a motor or other rotary device. Each step in the drivetrain is a potential point of failure. The shock stop resides at the final point in that train and holds against the highest torques in the system. In our testing of the shock stop, we used a link lift device. The shock stop is mounted opposite of where the drive gearbox would be. This simulates complete failure of the rotary drivetrain. The shock stop resides passively along the drivetrain. In this diagram, air pressure is supplied as the resetting force, and a purely electrical system will be available too. A drivetrain consists of a motor drive shafts, gearboxes, and ultimately lifting mechanism. The shock stop sits at the end of the drivetrain to prevent falling due to any component of the drivetrain failing. Several sensors on the stop can notify a control system of an unsafe condition, thereby initiating activation. Being fail-safe, it will activate on power loss. Let's look at it in action. We have side by side a free fall and a controlled stop system, and you can see how they will behave. This is real time. We'll repeat it a couple of times so you can see it. Now we're going to slow it down, and you can see at 25% speed. Notice on the right, as the chain is entering the system, right here you'll see it slow down. We'll look at it one more time. Pay attention to that chain slowing it down, a nice soft deceleration. And once more at a real low speed. The design is to be mounted with a standard IEC flange mount, but it may be easily adapted for NEMA or SAE mounts. The actuation is by spring and resetting is either pneumatic or electrical. Provisions have been made for sensors to determine the condition, active, ready, or to detect uncommanded or unusual motion. This animation demonstrates the basic functioning. Gray areas are fluid cavities. Red areas are the rotor, and orange is the housing. During operation, there is a gap between the rotor and the housing. That can be seen here. When the rotor is turning in the clockwise direction, this gap decreases to 0. This creates a large volume squeeze film bearing. At the end of travel, the motion has stopped and the load rests on the rotor and housing lugs. It can remain there indefinitely. During reset, oil flow is allowed to flow through or around the lugs, and this happens when the rotor is moving in the counterclockwise direction. Oil flows through. There is no high pressure area to resist the flow. The center ring attaches to the drive shaft, preferably via a DIN spline or other strong shaft connection. The rotor and the center ring can be disconnected from each other with a small axial motion. This allows the system to operate freely without the shock absorber engaging with the drive system. As we are introducing this product to the market, we would welcome your questions. Please call us for more information.